there is this one silent style of content that's helping creators make millions without viral edits, big teams, or constant selling. It is not exactly luck, it is strategy. And this strategy is built upon three fundamental things: depth, authenticity, and quiet influence. Let's break down how popular creators like Dan Ko, Ankur Wariku, and Ali Abdul are doing this. Before we start, if you want a free guide which shows 4 proven ways to monetize as a content creator, then click the first link in the description. So the way I see content in 2025, there are two primary categories. So the first group of content creators are the loud entertainers. They usually work in teams, require a lot of resources, heavy edits. Their primary intention is to build a community and get that audience retention as much as possible. YouTubers like Mr. Beast, KSI, iShowSpeed all fall into this category. They have big budgets for production, huge team for editing, so obviously a fast-paced editing style helps in the retention part. And the second group is of the calm educators. Dan Ko, Ankur Wariku, Ali Abdul all fall into this group. These creators focus much on value and not much on the entertainment part. And currently there's a slight shift in the trend, especially on YouTube. The internet is shifting away from overproduced dopamine-driven content. And YouTube is pushing a lot more younger channels which are personality and authenticity driven. And the people who are making conscious decisions to shift towards value-based creators are preferring depth over drama, authenticity over algorithms. The first thing that's evident with this style of content is what I call the Facetime method. It's where the creator talks to the camera like they're talking to a best friend on Facetime. There's a calm tone, casual posture, and an eye-level camera that makes you feel like that you're listening to your best friend talking on FaceTime. There's no presenter energy, there's no performance that's happening. It's just pure talk between another person who's across the screen. So obviously through the FaceTime method, you build emotional resonance with your audience, which eventually translates to long-term trust. If you notice the 3 creators who I have mentioned in this video, then all of them sort of follow this pattern. So they just have this camera set up in their house or a studio and they're talking to the camera as if they're advising their best friend about something. And that's a very powerful move. The second thing I've noticed with these creators is something called as the anti-edit editing style. So this is exactly opposite of what YouTube experts and gurus tell you to do. If you watch any video that's titled How to Grow on YouTube, then more often than not when they're talking about the editing style, they say that you need to keep it very fast-paced with as much edits as possible. And rightfully so, because it keeps the audience engaged for a longer time. There's this constant dopamine hits that your brain gets when they're watching a really flashy, well-edited video, which obviously means longer audience retention, which is good for the channel. But the crazy part is these creators do the exact opposite. There are no flashy transitions, there is few or no captions at all, no crazy sound or visual effects, and they take longer takes sitting in a single spot. They also give intentional pauses. Because of this, it sort of humanizes the creator that you're watching. And because of this intimacy, it's no longer just a video that you're consuming. It transitions to a conversation between you and your favorite influencer. The third and the final thing I've noticed is something called as the value-driven monetization path. It's simply when a content creator or an influencer do not chase sales. Instead, they focus on solving real problems. Now, how they think of this is they create a product which solves a problem, which becomes the natural step from their free content. And when you take this product and package it well, it becomes an offer. And the offers of these creators do feel like invitations, not like some salesperson is pitching to you. There's extreme clarity in their positioning because of which they don't need to rely on gimmicks to sell it to you. People buy because they trust the creator and trust the transformation they promise. If you look at Dan Ko's value-based monetization path, he has earned over $1 million from digital products like Modern Mastery. Ankur Wariku has his own company set up called WebVeda, where they train cohorts and sell digital courses which help with his audience pain points. Ali Abdal also has courses like the Part-Time YouTuber Academy, along with the royalties that he gets from Skillshare. So what do you think is the impact of value-driven content? It builds a parasocial emotional trust, meaning that the viewer forms a psychological bond with the creator. They think that they're familiar, they can trust and buy from the individual. The audience feels respected. When you deliver value to the people who need that, they feel respected. It creates a vulnerable, raw and honest connection between the creator and his intended audience. They ultimately invest in his or her journey. And obviously for the creator, the monetization becomes extremely seamless, allowing them to earn money by helping people solve their problems. I think you should adopt this style, especially if you have no leverage, meaning you have no followers, subscribers or a personal brand. mainly because it has very low barrier to entry. It relatively requires lower cost and effort, and you will commit to a life-changing path of learning and eventually earning from this. That's it for this video, but if you want to learn about the 4 proven ways how you can monetize yourself as a content creator, then click on this video. If you found something useful in this video, then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.